Hey guys, welcome to another Blackfyre Productions World War Marvel. Today you got me, and you got this guy. Taylor is actually here, and we're going to be doing his first World War Marvel battle report. So
I guess.
it's going to be a bit of a learning curve for Taylor, so we're going to go over the rules a little bit more thoroughly with him, because he'll ask some questions, obviously, through the game, as well as it's only going to be a 30-point match for that reason as well. It makes it easier.
Nice little quick one.
Yeah, it's 30 points. We both have 4 models each. You're playing.
I'm playing X-Men.
And I'm playing the Brotherhood. So it's pretty thematic in the fight standing side of things. The scenario that we're playing is the Relic. So we do have the Relics on the board. We do have the table set up already. So just so you know, for the victory points for the Relic, you can gain a maximum 5 victory points for your team. You gain 1 victory point to a player who has both Relics in his deployment zone at the end of the game. You gain another victory point at the end of the round for a player who controls both of the Relics. And then another way of gaining a victory point is for the first player to force his opponent to drop a Relic. And so that is how you gain the Relics during this matchup. So let's show you the board, then we'll show you the armies, and we'll start getting into the game right away. Here is the table that Taylor and I are going to be playing World War Marvel on today. We do have my standard buildings that I have been using there. You got the lamppost, you got the signage for the gas station, you got some cars like the cop car down there, you got the tanker truck up there, garbage bins. Hey, some new fences. Yeah, I've been picking up some new scenery for the game. Also got some from Nova as well that you guys will be seeing shortly on my table. So that is the board that we're playing with. This will be my 30 points of Brotherhood that I'll be using for this mission or scenario. I have Pyro there, Magneto, Sabretooth, and Toad. So Toad, as we've seen before, can be very good with Relic, as that was the last game that I ended up playing, I believe, and recording for the channel. Sabretooth, well, we know Rogue doesn't really, he doesn't do really well against Rogue, as last time I went up against Rogue threw him around like ragdoll. Magneto can be good, but generally is targeted first for whatever reason, and Pyro can be hit or miss with his damage output. So we'll look at Taylor's X-Men next. And this is Taylor's 30 points of X-Men. We got Rogue over here, Deadpool, Colossus in the background, and Wolverine. So they're going to be pretty in-your-face X-Men this game, and not so much ranged or shooting. So we'll come back after we have set up. So I've drawn, or well, I should say, Taylor has drawn the bead to decide who sets up first, and so that will be me, because he drew the white or clear bead. So I'm going to choose Toad. And I'm going to set him up 6 inches right there. Taylor's decided to set up his first model, Rogue, right there beside the lamppost and the truck. Uh-oh. Set up my second model there, Magneto. Magneto. Next, I'll be setting up Sabretooth right there. He's going to be sort of parallel to Magneto and Toad. So that is my third character setup. Wolverine sets up right behind that gate there on that fence. And Pyro has been set up right there in between Magneto and Sabretooth. And Colossus has been set up right there, so we will come back with the initiative phase next. Just before we start the phase, we're actually going to go over the sizes of everything. So this car here, that truck there, they're both going to be considered size 4. That tanker truck is going to be considered size 5. Lampposts are going to be size 3. They're tall. Well, they're tall.
True.
Yeah.
True.
The garbage dumpster is going to be size 2. You got these crates in there, size 1. This building here and that building there are going to be size 6. And that is about all that's going to be thrown. Oh, this sign here, 3. 3. So, and then you got the pop machines over there, which would be size 1.
2.
2? Let's make it 2.
Because the human can't pick them up.
Yeah. Size 2. And that is that for sizes. We'll come back with the initiative phase. Alright, initiative phase, turn 1. Let's see what Taylor gets. What color is it? Blue. So you can choose to have me go first, or you can choose to go first yourself this turn. What do you want to do?
I'll let... No, I'm going to go first.
Alright, you have first activation this round.
Yep.
First activation for Taylor this round is going to be Rogue. She's going to be moving up into base contact using 3 power.
3 power, yep.
And then, are you going to spend a power to pick that up?
Yes.
Okay, she spends a power to pick that up, so that's 4 out of her 7 powers spent. We'll see what else she does next. My first activation is going to be Magneto. He is going to be moving up 12 inches, so he's going to be going 8, 10, 12, right up behind the crates. He's then going to have Rogue within 6, and he's going to chuck or use Blunt Instrument overloaded. Are you going to react to that? So you can spend a power or anything like that to react.
Sure.
It's a physical attack, so you'd be improving your physical defense by 2.
Sure.
So I'm going to overload, and so I need 3d8, and then I have to beat your defense, physical defense of 18 with this plus Magneto's attack. So that's 9 plus his attack of 6 is only 15, and so you have a 17 physical defense. That is not enough to actually grab and throw Rogue. After his activation, he's going to try Master Tactician. I need to roll under 13 for a willpower check, and that's a 8 in total. So that is a successful willpower check, and so what that allows me to do is activate another model outside of that normal sequence. So after that successful willpower check by Magneto to activate Master Tactician, I am activating Toad, and he is going to use 3 to super jump into the objective right there, or the relic. That then he's going to pick that up, so that's 4 power, leaving him with 2, which he's going to now make a movement back behind the building, and he's going to hide there. And that is the end of his activation. Next activation is going for Taylor is going to be Deadpool here. He's going to activate him, move him up his full distance, ending his movement right there. He's not in range of using his Bang Bang on Magneto. My next activation is going to be Sabretooth. I already pre-measured, and he's going to be within 14 inches of Rogue. So he's going to move up to base contact with her, all the way up there. He's then going to, and I should say, he's going to move 8 inches, then pounce the other 6 into base contact. So that's going to be 4 power of his 7. Next, he's going to use his last 3 power to grab and throw Rogue. Let's see what happens. So that's 6 plus 8 is 14. So that is another grab that has missed. Wolverine here is going to be moving for his first part of his action, doing 2 move actions, spending 5 power knocking over that fence line there, and moving into base contact with his nemesis, Sabretooth. Wolverine is going to be using a overloaded snaked attack on Sabretooth. So here's the attack roll. So that is definitely a hit. So that means Sabretooth takes 2 damage because I have no reaction to it, no power to do anything. Wolverine has 2 more power left, so he's going to do the same thing again, but no overloading this time. So let's see what happens. That's 7 plus attack of 6 is 13, and not enough to beat Sabretooth's defense. Pyro is going to be my last activation in the first round. He's going to be moving up 4 inches with 1 power. He's then going to use Pyro Blast on Rogue, who is within 14 inches there, and he is going to overload it. Here's a die roll for the overloaded Pyroblast on Rogue. So that is 15 plus 9, or 4 is 19 plus his attack value of 6. That's 25 versus Rogue's energy defense of 16. So that is 2 damage to Rogue. Colossus is Taylor's last activation for the round. He's using 2 power to move in to get into combat. Sabretooth could have his hands full there. Initiative phase. I'm going to be drawing out a token this turn, see who gets it, and it is blue. Do you want to activate first? Do you want me to go first?
I'm going to activate first.
You're going to activate first. Sounds good. We'll come back with his first activation. Rogue's going to be Taylor's first activation of the game. He's going to move her 14 inches with the objective onto that building there. She's getting away. My first activation is going to be Magneto. He's going to move up here. He's going to overload a blunt instrument on Wolverine, who is a metallic character. Do you want to overload or to improve your physical defense at all?
Sure.
So that will cost him a power. So I am spending 4 to do this because it is overloaded, the blunt instrument. So I'm rolling 3d8 to grab him. And that's 11 plus his attack of 6, so 17. So that is a miss on Wolverine. Magneto's going to try the exact same thing again with blunt instrument. He's going to try to grab and throw with blunt instrument into Wolverine. There we go. That's a critical grab, but I don't do any extra damage. But I do get to throw Wolverine 8 inches, and that's going to be right into that wall there. Like so. And he is knocked down, and he does take strength -1 damage, so 3 damage into Wolverine. At the end of Magneto's activation, he's going to make a Master Tactician roll, needing 13 or less, and he rolls an 11, so I get to activate another model this round out of sequence. So with the Master Tactician roll going off, I'm going to activate Sabretooth, who's going to move 6 to get in there, using 1 power. He's then going to use a whole 4 power on Devastating Claws. So hoping it goes off. I will overload it just to be on the safe side. After moving in base contact with Wolverine, he's using a Devastating Claws on him, overloaded. There we go. 14 plus 8 is 22. That is a hit, causing 4 more damage to Wolverine. And he is distracted 2, which means he loses 2 power as well. Colossus is activating next for Taylor. And he's moving into Sabretooth.
Using 2 power?
Using 2. Colossus is then going to use Crushing Smite up against Sabretooth. He is overloading it, so that will be the rest of his power. Sabretooth has improved his physical defense, so it is now an 18. So here's a roll. So that is 12. Plus 2 is 14. Plus his attack of 7 is 21. And so that's a critical hit because he does hit, and there are double 6s there. Yeah. So he takes 4 damage in total to Sabretooth, and he gets pushed back
1d8.
1d8 inches. So let's see how far he goes. He gets pushed back 1 inch. Pyro is going to be my next activation. He is within 5 inches of Magneto, so he gets that +1 power. He then is going to move a few inches over to be within 14 inches of Wolverine, who is knocked prone. He's then going to use 3 power to use Pyroblast on Wolverine. So that's 7 plus his attack value of 6 is 13. That one misses. And then he's going to try it again. Same thing. Hit him while he's down. And that's 14 plus 6 is 20, which is definitely a hit on Wolverine. So he takes 2 more damage. Wolverine's going to be activating next for Taylor. He only has 4 power at this point in time. Takes 1 to stand up automatically. So he's no longer knocked down. Alright, so Wolverine is going to use a overloaded sneak attack against Sabretooth. Sabretooth does have improved physical defense, so his defense is at 18 already. So let's see what Taylor rolls. So that is a critical. And that does definitely hit with a 19 plus the attack value of 6 of Wolverine. 7 of Wolverine. And so he takes 3 damage from that attack. Toad's activation. Toad's going to hide side of the building. Right there. So nobody can actually get into melee with him. Wall crawler allows you to... Yeah, well, Deadpool technically can get in base contact with him because Deadpool has wall crawler as well. So he's just up, covering over that mirror there. So that will, and he will end his activation on that wall. So that is it. Deadpool's Taylor's next activation. He's going to move
6 or 7.
6 inches, ending right beside that tree down there, hiding out, sniping at Sabretooth, teaming up against him twice. Here's first one, and it's 10 critical hit. If you, what's your attack bonus?
My attack is
7. All right, so the Sabretooth does have improved defense still up right now. So that is going to be a miss because he has defense 18. And then you're going to do it a second time.
Oh, could he re-roll one though?
He could re-roll one, but then it's not a critical. So you had 2 5s there. So you could try to re-roll and see if you get something better. No. So it's definitely a miss. Second one from Sabretooth from Deadpool into Sabretooth.
9.
9. You can re-roll 1. Because you might as well re-roll that 1. 7. That is a hit. So Sabretooth does take 1 more damage from Bang Bang. And around number 2, and both Wolverine and Sabretooth need to make a stamina test to see if they are knocked out or not. Sabretooth has stamina 9, and he does have Soldier, so he gets to re-roll that, but it is a 5, so he's standing on his feet. And Wolverine has stamina of 8, so he needs to roll 8 or less on 2d8 to see if he stays on his feet. And he does not, rolling a 9. Wolverine is knocked out. The phase Taylor is drawing. I'm hoping for a white one here. There it is. I will be activating first this round. Alright, so my first activation for this round is going to be Sabretooth doing a claw attack into Wolverine. Are you doing anything with that?
I'll go use one of my bodyguard.
Okay, so that costs you 1. And so he's now the target. Claws is now the target. So this is going to be a miss. Okay, he's going to use another 2 power. Do the exact same thing into Wolverine. Doing anything else?
I'll do one more bodyguard.
So that's 10 plus 7. That is 17. And last 2 power for Sabretooth. You're going to do a claw strike into Wolverine. Anything else?
No, I'll leave this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is going into Wolverine.
Yeah.
And 8 plus 7 is 15, so he takes 2 damage. And that is the end of Sabretooth's activation. Taylor is going to do what for his next activation?
I'm going to wake up Wolverine.
Okay, so you need a stamina check.
So I need to get less than 8?
8 or less. And that is a 10. Wolverine is not awake. That is not a good thing.
Nope.
So we'll come back with my next activation. My next activation is going to be Magneto. He's coming over here. He's actually going to grab Wolverine with a overloaded blunt instrument. Are you doing anything about that?
Should I? Yeah, we'll use one of Colossus's.
Colossus's bodyguard.
Bodyguard.
Okay.
So he's down to 5.
Yeah, here's the roll. So that's 13 plus his attack of 7, so that is a 20.
My defense is 20.
And so that is a miss. Alright, that didn't work because Colossus decided to bodyguard, so I'm going to try that again with Magneto. I'm going to blunt instrument Mr. Wolverine.
Yeah, Colossus will use another bodyguard.
Okay. That's 11 plus 7 is still not enough to grab Colossus. Gonna make a willpower roll with Magneto to Master Tactician. Goes off 13, which is what Magneto's willpower is. My next activation is going to be Pyro here. Pyro is going to shoot his Pyro Blast into Wolverine. Are you gonna do anything about that one?
Are you doing 3 dice or 2?
I'm just shooting normally.
Nah, I'll leave it.
Okay. So that's a 13 plus his attack of 6 is 19, 2 damage to Wolverine. Okay, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with Pyro again into Wolverine.
Yeah, I'll use 1.
Okay.
Bodyguard.
Bodyguard it up, and I miss. Nothing there. Well, that is the end of Pyro's activation, and that leaves it to Taylor next. Colossus is going to be activating next. He's going to use 1 energy to move into base contact with Sabretooth. And what's he doing?
He's doing his Obsidian Punch.
Obsidian Punch, costing 2. That will use the rest of his energy.
Yep.
And that is 11 plus his attack of 6. So that is 17 and is a hit on Sabretooth for 2 damage. Toad is going to stay stationary and hold the objective at this point in time. Deadpool is going to be activating next, and he's going to be doing some bang bang action into Sabretooth. He's just rolling straight. Sabretooth has no power to do anything. So that is a critical, and it does hit. So that's 2 damage to Sabretooth, taking him into the red. He now needs to make a stamina test, which he fails, but because he has Soldier, he's allowed to re-roll that, which he also fails. Those would have been lovely attack rolls, so he is knocked out now. Knocked out as well. Here's the second bang bang on Sabretooth. That is definitely a hit. You can re-roll that and see, because he automatically hit. No. So 1 more damage to Sabretooth. And are you going to do it a 3rd time?
Yes.
Alright, let's see what happens. Here it is. That's also a hit. You could roll to see if you get a critical. and do an extra damage to him? No. So he takes 4 damage in total at the end of this round and is knocked out. Rogue is Taylor's last activation for this round. What, sir, are you doing with her?
Well, can't.
14-inch movement away?
Where should I go? Where to keep me kind of out of line of sight?
Oh, dude, you're way back there if you move back there. Yeah. Way out of line of sight.
Yeah.
Way away from everything, which is good.
Yeah. So that you can't throw something at me?
Yep. And she is all the way over there. Camping on the rest of her power. And that is the end of the round. Initiative, turn number 4. I need it. And give me one. Oh, white. Initiative goes to me, and I will be activating first. Gonna be activating Magneto first. He's gonna be moving back here, just within 6 inches of Wolverine there. Next part of Magneto's activation, he's going to try to blunt instrument Wolverine. Doing anything?
Bodyguard.
Bodyguard, spending the power to do it.
No, it's where the other.
And that is 13 plus his attack of 7 is 20. That is not enough. Second action or third action technically for Magneto is an overloaded blunt instrument.
Bodyguard.
And he's going to do bodyguard again. No surprise. Here we go. So that is 11 plus 12 is 13 plus 7 is 20. Still not enough.
Yeah.
Dude! Do something! Next I'm going to be using Master Tactician, needing a willpower test. And it goes off on a 9. I'll be activating another model here in a second. Next activation here is going to be Sabretooth. Hopefully he wakes up.
Nope!
On a 9. That is his stamina is 9. Sabretooth is awake. Sabretooth for his activation is going to use 2 power to Claw Strike Wolverine. Doing anything about
Bodyguard.
that one? Bodyguard. So he's Colossus is down to 4 power. That's 7 plus his attack of 6, 13, not enough. Guess what I'm doing again? Claw Strike into Wolverine.
Bodyguard.
Bodyguard, alright. Down to 3 with Colossus. So that's 5 plus 6 is 11. Alright, let's try this again. Claw Strike into Wolverine.
Bodyguard.
Bodyguard. And that's not much. So, nothing. And he is down to 2 power left for Colossus. Not good. Okay, so Taylor has decided to try to activate Wolverine next. He needs to make a stamina check. And he is awake. Let's see what Wolverine does. Wolverine here is going to be using a overloaded snicked attack. I can't do anything about it with Sabretooth. He has no power left, so let's see what happens. So that is definitely a hit, and that is enough damage to incapacitate Wolverine, or Sabretooth. Wolverine's going to spend 2 more power to move into base contact with Magneto. And probably use an overloaded snicked attack, I'm guessing.
5, 4, 3. Yeah.
Yeah, overloaded snicked attack. I do have a physical defense of 17 right now. Because I have the fly special ability against your melee attack. Or you're just going to leave it as 2 dice and hope for the best.
Yeah, we'll use
3?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is definitely a hit. Magneto does take 2 damage from Wolverine. Pyro's going to be activating next. I'm hoping for some lucky rolls here. What is the energy defense of Wolverine? Is it 16 right now?
16.
Oh,
yes.
Dude. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. I am...
Can I up that?
No, because you have no power left.
Yeah, true. He was at
How many wounds does he have left?
Wounds?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
I need to do 3 damage to him?
Yeah.
Okay, I am doing a overloaded pyrotechnic burst from Pyro into Wolverine as long as I'm within range, which I think I am not. Yeah, no. Never mind. He's not doing that. He's going to be doing a Pyro Blast instead against Wolverine. So that's 10 plus 6 is 16.
No,
that's
16.
a miss. Alright. Now I'm going to try it again. That's 10 plus 6 is 16. Nothing. Colossus is going to be activating next, and he's going to be moving 7 inches towards Pyro. You better watch yourself. Toad's going to come down the building on his activation down here. And then he's going to spend another 1 power, so he's down to 2 to move 6 more. All the way over here. And he's going to start backing up Mr. Pyro. Deadpool's going to be moving for his activation over there. And doing anything else?
Yeah, he's gonna do some bang bangs.
On
Toad.
Alright, on Toad.
Yeah, on Toad.
Toad's reaction is he's gonna spend 2 to dodge. Pass an agility roll to cancel 1 ranged attack that targets this character. So he passes his agility test with a 4.
So I'm doing 2. So.
And second time around, Deadpool's gonna target Toad with Bang Bang. And so Toad does have 2 power left, so and it is a green ability, so he's going to dodge again. And that is another successful agility test on a 10, so that ranged attack is cancelled as well. Here's the knockout test for Wolverine, see if he actually is knocked out again.
So I need to roll.
You need to roll 8 or less. And that's a 13. Wolverine is knocked out. Alright, here is the initiative roll, or draw. And it is white, so it goes to me. And I will take it. Magneto's going to be activating next. He's going to move back 3 inches. He's then going to use Meat Grinder overloaded against Wolverine, who is knocked out, hoping for a critical. That's not a critical, but it is a hit, and Wolverine does take 2 damage. Next part of Magneto's activation, he's going to use Blunt Instrument on Colossus. Are you doing anything against that?
On Colossus?
Yeah.
Well, I can't bodyguard Colossus.
No, but you can improve his physical defense.
Sure, that takes the power, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the roll. I'm hoping for good, and that is not enough. That's only 11 plus his attack of 7 is 18. Master Tactician on Magneto. Let's see if it goes off. It goes off on a 10. So that is a success. Pyro is going to be activating next, and he's going to be doing an overloaded Pyroblast against Wolverine. That is a 12. You have a -4 energy defense.
It's 12.
Oh my goodness. That sucked.
And they don't.
Nova's going to then move 4 inches just to be within 5 inches of Magneto.
Nova?
Pyro is going to make a move action 4 inches to be within 5 inches of Magneto. Nice. And he will end his activation there. Taylor's going to try to wake up Wolverine.
Less than 8?
No. No. It's a 7 plus a.
It doesn't matter.
It's 10. So it is
He's still knocked out.
not successful. Toad's going to be my next activation. He's going to be moving up 9 inches with the objective. So he's just going to come over here, like so, with the objective. And then he's going to tongue spit at Wolverine. Overloaded as well. There, that's what I needed to take a Wolverine. That is 12, 15 plus his attack of 5, 20 to deal 2 damage to Wolverine and incapacitate him. Taylor's going to be activating Colossus next, and he's going to be using 2 power to get into base contact with Toad. Out of his 6.
7.
Well, you overloaded. Or you improved your physical defense on the blunt instrument.
True, yeah, so 6. So that takes 2.
Yeah, so he's down to 4. Alright, so an overloaded smite, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're crushing smite. Here we go, let's see if it hits.
Come on.
Oh, that's 13 plus his attack of what?
His attack 7.
Oh, that is a hit on Toad. So you push him back
1d8
inches.
And critical plus 2 damage.
Yeah, so no critical, so you push him back d8 inches directly away from you. So 5.
And he drops the relic.
He does drop the relic, and
Which means I have now 1 victory point.
You do. 5 inches right there for Toad, and he drops the relic right there.
Or it doesn't drop it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Where he's pushed.
Yeah.
So right there. Deadpool's activating next, and he's using Body Slide.
Which will bring him right in here.
Yep.
And he can pick that up.
Using another one, so that's 4 power.
Out of his 6, and then he's going to take 2
Yep.
to move another 8 inches away.
Alright. Where does he end up? Yeah. And he's going to end his movement right there with the objective. Rogue's activating and is moving on top of the building. Keep herself out of combat and away from people.
And away from thrown objects.
Yeah, thrown objects. That is the end of this round. Phase, let's see who I draw.
Please, 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 please.
Give me a white. That's a blue. There you go.
Nice.
You start off with your initiative. Deadpool is going to be Taylor's first activation. He's going to be trying to run away from Magneto. And he's going to put himself in the corner. like a big baby.
But it's Deadpool, come on.
It's Deadpool though, yeah. He's like running away. He's like, I got the gold, dude. Let's go. Chimichanga time. Gonna be using 2 power on Magneto to activate him first. Gonna set him there. He's then going to use his Storm of Steel and pick up that tanker truck, and he's gonna hurl it into Deadpool. So no chimichanga time for Deadpool now. Well, potentially. I am gonna overload the throw, so I am gonna be doing 3d8. Gonna do anything to resist that?
Well, does Acrobat do anything?
No.
No?
No, but you're gonna improve your defenses, your physical defense by 2.
Yep.
So you spend a power to do that.
So, yeah.
Here we go. Here's the roll. Please don't fail me now.
Fail him.
That's 9 plus 3 is 12, plus attack of 7 is 19 versus your physical defense.
15, but it's powered up.
So 17. So it's a hit.
So it's a hit.
So he takes, we said that was size 5.
Yep.
So he takes 4 damage.
Okay.
And then he is knocked down and drops the relic. So this truck is destroyed after throwing it. Scenery when you use it is automatically destroyed. And like I said, Deadpool is knocked down. I'm then going to use Master Tactician with Magneto. And it goes off with a 6. And I'm going to be activating Toad next. Toad is going to be using Toad Spit on Colossus, overloaded. So that's going to cost him 4 power out of his 6. And I should have asked you if you were doing anything. But it's against your energy defense.
Which one down?
The second one down.
17.
Looks like the star. And he misses anyways. So that is Toad's activation. Taylor's next activation is going to be Colossus. He's going to use 1 to move it in base contact with Pyro. And then he's going to attempt to grab him.
Yep.
Okay, he will overload improve his defense, so he's physical defense 17.
So what do I need to do to grab him?
So you roll 2d8.
Yep.
If you want, you can boost it by spending an extra 1, so it's 3 power to grab him.
Sure.
4 with overloading it, so then you roll 3d8.
So 4 power, 5, yeah, still got it.
And that is definitely a hit. That is 14 plus his attack modifier of 6. So that is so you grab him and then you can throw him into somebody else. So if you throw him into piece of scenery, it actually is you hit automatically. Or if you throw him into a target, you have to roll to hit that target as well.
I'm gonna throw him into the self-serve sign. Right
into
there.
the self-serve sign. So he gets thrown into that sign and he takes 3 damage because it's strength minus 1 damage. And he is knocked prone right there. So Pyro, after being thrown, he stands back up with 1 of his 5 power that he has left, leaving him with 4. He's then going to do a overloaded. No, I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna do an overloaded pyroblast on Colossus.
Oh, poor Colossus. Oh, I guess he's still at full strength.
And he doesn't hit, so it's okay. Yeah, Pyro this game hasn't been doing all that well for me.
Your dice
and
haven't been doing.
that is Pyro's activation. Goes back to Rogue and the last activation of this round. Who
isn't gonna do anything.
Isn't gonna do anything. She's gonna sit up there on the building and stay stationary. And that
my
brings
deployment
us,
zone.
Yeah, that brings us to the end of this game. It is the end of round 6, so we'll come back with our after action report next. Welcome to the after action report, guys. You saw the X-Men take on the Brotherhood in a really fulfilling battle, I would say, for you.
It was fun.
It was really one-sided. Like, yeah, you took out Sabretooth and that, but like once I knew, you know, that you're gonna knock out the relic from Toad if I brought him down there. But I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it anyways because I need the extra help. And yeah, you were just throwing people around left, right, and center, bodyguarding, protecting Wolverine, and like.
I would have to say that Colossus was the
man of the match.
Was the man of the match.
He's probably one of the better models right now that you can use, just because of the bodyguard and how high his physical defense is. Physical defense of 20, yeah, have fun. And then if he improves his defense, it's game over. You're not hitting him. No. So at the end of the game, it was a 2 victory point for Taylor to 0 victory point for me. Win. And so that was extremely well done. It was fun. You know, thank you for coming.
No problem. Thank you.
Do you have any highlights of the match? Do you think?
I would have to say probably Deadpool slide in at the end using his special ability there, his body slide to get.
It was an effective use.
Yeah, to get that relic. I almost used it earlier in the game, but then I was like, no, I should hold it out because this is too
Exactly.
How was it playing somebody who didn't even really know the rules at the start of the game?
Well, it's a game, you know what I mean? Like I was trying to explain those as we go and stuff like that, and it's not, like you've played games before that are like this, and so I knew that you would catch on quite quickly. So it was pretty good. Thoughts of the game itself? You like it? You said?
I like it. Yeah, it's a fun little. It's a quick game. I mean, obviously because I was learning, it probably took us about an hour and a half.
And because we're filming, it's a little bit longer too, right? So, and this is only a 30-point. Like they suggest a 50-point level match, but this was only a 30 because it is Taylor's first match.
I mean, even with the small scale, you can get the game in quick. You can get it done. You can when you only have the hour to play or something like that, you can do it, and it's fun.
That's right. If you knew what you were doing, a 30-point match without filming, probably half an hour, 45 minutes, something quick. You know what I mean? Because most of the rounds are only 5, or most of the scenarios are 5. Actually, all the scenarios are only 6 rounds. So you go pretty quickly that way. So it's just once you learn like this how everything flows, right? So so Taylor,
definitely want to play again. Thinking about getting a starter set now.
We can hook you up.
Yeah.
Go to Sequence Comics. You can check them out. You can go to their Facebook page and if you tell them Blackfyre Productions sent you, they'll make sure that they treat you right. Give you about a 20% discount off of the retail price, which is really good. So guys, thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, ignite your hobby.